And this is to Car Starla. Uh, the concern about what to do and not being worthy or useful or whatever, that's not entirely true. But you do have to get into an alliance with somebody. And the problem is, with what needs to be done, these alliances that people will have, you can't have communities of thousands and thousands. In fact, you have to take more the Mormon attitude that about 150 is about the most you're going to be able to manage. We even have a design. I don't even know if it's possible to build it. Well, it is possible to build it, but financially prohibitive probably, on how the design would work and how many hubs. What I've got designed right now is an underground system, which I'll post this. It'll be up on the twistedpickle.net. And you can also call in. Well, you can call in right now to winr.us. The phone number is on the website. And we'll be happy to talk about any of this stuff. We're on live between 10 and noon most days, but you have to listen in and see what's going on. But what we're looking for, or what I'm looking for, is number one, not to be surprised. Even if you've got a basement, depending on where you live, the more urban you are, the worse shape you're going to be in, I think, in terms of survival. You need to be very remote. And I think we all need to be planning for 5 years. Now, see, there's a lot to plan for. I've got teeth problems. What happens if I get a chronic toothache? Take, for example, Tom Hanks in Alone, where he's got this bad toothache driving him crazy, slams his face with a rock to knock the tooth out. I mean, these are things you don't consider when you're planning on survival. What if somebody has a baby? God forbid. Entertainment's going to be low to nothing, so I imagine people are going to be doing something to entertain themselves, and if that ends up happening, do you have the supplies required for giving birth? Do you know anything about giving birth? How much water are you going to need down there? You've got so many people who are going to have so many gallons of water that they're going to need on a daily basis. What about showering? What about the more basics of life? What about death? What are you going to do if somebody dies and you're down there for 5 years? You can't just dive into the hole and say, okay, here we are, we've got plenty of food and water. Well, that's not going to be enough. And you're going to be there for a while. So planning has to take place. It's not death. One of these people was talking about, not to be afraid of dying. Well, that's not the point. The point isn't being afraid of dying. The point is being able to survive. And not just saying, okay, I give up, and shoot yourself in the temple with a gun. I mean, come on, that's not fun. Controlling how you go is pretty important. And, that can be done too. I mean, to call Dr. Kevorkian, he might have a few ideas. If things got really, really bad, he could tell you what to do. The point is surviving. The point is seeing what's going on. And the point is, what if you come across that 1 in a billion astronomical chance that you slide through this whole thing unscathed? Imagine the knowledge and the experience it would endow you with. Well, something's going on. NASA just had that big press release on that supernova. And people are already suspecting that maybe they're just covering that up for some other information. I don't know. But I do know that The Vatican is very interested in some things, and we did not build the South Pole telescope um, and go to all that effort to look for new supernovas or anything. I think we built it because we're concerned about something and we want to watch it. I think that's what's going on. You can listen to Alex Jones, and I think basically what he is um, talking about more is the effect that this is having on society as a whole. What the big people are thinking about and what they want to do. We're concerning more ourselves on the cause. What's causing them to react this way? What's causing them to think that they must be doing these things? And that's what we're focusing on at the moment. So stay tuned to WINR.us and go to the twistedpickle.net for more information that'll be cropping up. We're going to rearrange the site so it's easier to find information.